to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the animated series. This is episode 4. It's called The Lorelei Signal. So I presume the episode will start with that signal, and we'll be investigating it, see what it is. Last time one of the planets was missing, and another planet was gonna go missing. There was this planet-eating monster rampaging across the galaxy. And we asked it politely to stop. We were like, don't. We're tiny, but yet we exist. Go somewhere else. Well, we didn't tell it to go somewhere else. We told it to, wherever you came from, go back there. I presume it's eaten all the planets that were back there, and that's why it's here in the first place. You know? Maybe it just, it's like, yeah, sure, I'll go back. No problem, see you later. And then when the Enterprise leaves, it's like, trick them. Stupid, puny little life forms. You know? The whole system's gonna get eaten now. But I am curious about this signal. So let's get into it.
Space, the final frontier.
They say final frontier, but there could be something else beyond space. A whole new realm of reality that we don't even know exists yet. It's a bit premature to be calling it final, is what I'm saying. Margaret Darman.
The Enterprise is en route through an unfamiliar sector of space.
Slowly.
Where a series of Earth Federation ships have disappeared mysteriously during the last 150 years.
Bermuda Triangle.
Joint discussions with the Klingon and Romulan empires have revealed that a starship has disappeared in this sector precisely every 27.346 star years.
Oh. So,
if my calculations are correct, Captain, we have 20 seconds to go.
Oh, no, wait, stop, wait. How about, before we get taken by the Bermuda Triangle of space, how about we have a shuttlecraft with a probe on it, put that into the area of space and monitor what's going on? I wouldn't be risking our starship and everybody on it. And poor Eric's. We could get swallowed by that triangle. Something disappears here every 20... That's very infrequent, but it's very specific. Something years? Yeah, let's just be there. We can handle ourselves. 20 seconds, Spock.
20 seconds to what? That's what worries me. Lieutenant Uhura placed the ship on yellow alert.
Yellow alert.
Yeah. Oh, the walking corridor. What are they doing?
5 seconds. 4.
Oh, crap.
3.
It could be interfacing space. Is everything going to vanish? Nothing happened.
Captain, I'm getting some sort of subspace radio signal.
Put it on ship speaker.
Oh, singing.
It's more like music than a message.
Is that you, Uhura?
Captain, we're being probed. The signal is coming from a star system 20 light years away. It is the Taurian system, a small star at the extreme edge of this sector.
Let's go.
It seems to be calling us.
Yes, I get the same feeling myself.
A siren call.
It does resemble a summons.
I find no resemblance to a summons, Captain.
Opinion noted. Set a course for the Taurian system, Lieutenant Eric.
She's unaffected. All the men want to go, but Uhura is like,
You wanted me, Lieutenant? Are you all right?
I am.
Nurse Chapel, all the men seem, including Eric's, seem to be drawn to this signal. I wanted another woman on the bridge just in case we need to take over.
But I want you to observe the men here. It seemed to start when we picked up that signal.
See? Even Eric's.
Fascinating. Like a Vulcan marriage drum. I am experiencing audio-visual suggestion.
She's not Vulcan.
So am I.
Sirens of space.
Any idea what's causing them, Spock?
Logically, we must assume they are created by the probe.
What visions? We don't see anything.
Miss Chapel, you don't see anything either?
No, sir.
Take a medical reading, nurse. Call Dr. McCoy to the bridge.
Sick bay, Dr. McCoy.
Surprised he's not already up here. Doc?
No response.
Magnolias and blossom.
He's so vicious.
Beautiful.
It is odd that only the men are affected, Captain.
Yeah.
I suggest...
Oh. The goofy expressions on everybody's faces.
Ship's log, stardate 5483.8. Engineering Officer Scott in command.
Did everybody else beam down?
Life readings are sparse and concentrated. Captain Kirk is beaming down with a scouting party.
Maybe you should go too, Scotty.
Fantastic architecture.
Ooh, I like this.
Only an incredibly advanced race could have built it.
You want all those routine readings, sir?
Oh, I don't think so, Carver. Spock will do it.
Carver.
There's something compelling about it.
Yes, I feel it too, Bones.
I advise remaining at a distance
Good thinking.
until I can determine the extent of its influence. The life forms are indicated in its center.
There's no apparent danger, Spock.
Let's just walk towards it.
Let's go.
They're all identical, those silhouettes. Cool trees, by the way. Ooh. Fancy.
Oh, such wondrous
ones.
I am Thela, the head female.
Oh, hello.
Welcome, James Kirk.
Look, come on. Just get any member of the staff, any woman who's on staff making these episodes, to add her voice to the... It doesn't have to be Majel Barrett all the time. Or Nichelle Nichols, you know? Just get anybody in. Any voice actress back in the 70s. You know? A bit of variety. Come on. The good thing about Scotty doing a lot of voices is that he can do a lot of voices. Like, he can make it... Sometimes you have no idea it's Scotty. He can really make some weird noises. Did you hear him in this episode? He's so dreamy in the way he's speaking. You know? It's very light. Anyway, we're on the planet of the... They're going to eat you all or something. You know, Hall and Oates. They wrote something about this.
Their bodies appear to function on an unusual psychokinesis level.
Ooh.
First time I ever admired a body function.
How do you know our names?
The Opto-Odd revealed you to us.
The Opto what? Do you need to mate every 22 years?
Tonal control. Fascinating.
We are grateful that you heard the signal, Captain.
The signal?
We have prepared a feast,
Oh, a feast.
to celebrate your presence.
Remember, anyone who ever invites us to a feast is evil. That's the rule of Star Trek. It's never been broken. I like this music, this particular one.
Captain's log, stardate 5483.9.
Yeah?
The beauty of this place is unequaled. It's the answer to all a man's dreams.
Yes. We need Dr. Mbenga.
Exquisite in every way.
Oh,
We're here to investigate.
what are we here for?
These are the most beautiful women in the galaxy. But where are the men?
Well, they occupy another compound.
That makes sense.
Mr. Spock.
Oh, did I knock him out?
Spock?
Take them to the slumber chambers. They must rest.
They need us for something.
Jim!
Oh, nice. We're all medicine men now. Well, he gets a fancy one. Hey, you're old now. How did that happen?
Results of every scan run by the women's science teams.
Right, computer. What's up?
Computer on. Probe directed at ship from planet surface is severely innervating to humanoid males.
That's Uhura.
Exposure causes increasing weakness, possibly to point of death. Lieutenant Uhura to Security Officer Davison. I want an all-woman security team on every transporter immediately. No one is to transport down to the planet unless it is on my order. Aye, aye, Lieutenant.
What are you doing?
Sounds like
Taking
mutiny.
command of this ship.
Oh, finally.
We must return to our duties aboard ship.
You cannot leave, Mr. Spock. You are needed here.
Kirk, you love the ship, not these people.
We must go.
Obstruct them.
You're too weak. Whoa, whoa. Scotty? How are you feeling, Scotty? Look how slowly the ship is going.
Mr. Scott, as Senior Lieutenant,
Nice
I'm
one.
taking responsibility for the safety of this ship.
Very thoughtful of you, love.
Due to Chief Engineering Officer Scott's euphoric state of mind,
Yeah?
I am assuming command of the Enterprise. I accept full responsibility for my action. A detailed account will be recorded later.
Sounds like a court-martial to me, Aura.
Nurse Chapel, until further notice, you will act as Chief Medical Officer.
Yes, Lieutenant.
And first officer, and everything else.
Your medikit, Doctor. It may contain something which will help us.
Did they let him?
Wonder why they let me keep it.
Yeah, why did
Perhaps they saw no practical use in it.
they let him keep it?
Atropine is a strong stimulant. Go ahead.
Can we undo all this aging?
Locked.
If the lock is magnetized, this may disrupt its field.
Right. What if it's not, Spock? What if it's not? It is.
Assistance.
They broke through your magnetic door lock. Now you can't stop them.
The urn. It's the only place.
The only place? What the hell are they doing? Is this a safe place to be? They climbed into the trunk of this tree or something.
They are not here, Thela.
Come.
The headbands.
I have noticed that their glow diminishes when the women are not present,
Can we take them off?
which transfer our vital energy to the bodies of the women.
You mean they're actually draining our life forces?
If you recall, the women seemed listless at first.
Did they?
How long do we have, Spock?
We seem to be aging 10 years per day, Captain.
Like the deadly years.
Thela said the other men of the crew would join us here. We've got to contact the ship.
I have retained more strength than any of you. It is wiser if I go to the temple to try to find the communicators and contact the ship.
Go to it, Spock. We'll stay here in this weird tree. Yeah, this thing. Was that you, Spock? Nice.
The equipment belonging to the men of the Enterprise.
Yeah, where is that? Looks like a throne.
Spock to Enterprise.
Enterprise,
Beam me up, Aura.
Request. Rescue party. All female.
We're way ahead of you, Spock.
we have assembled an all-female rescue party in accordance with Mr. Spock's request.
Yeah. We got 6. We got at least 6.
Greetings. I am Thela.
We're here to locate Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
You are not wanted here.
Fight.
Until we find Captain Kirk, we will not leave. Fire!
Nice. That was easy.
Search the temple. No sign of them anywhere.
Check the bedroom.
Miss Chapel. Miss Chapel.
Wait.
What is it?
I heard Spock's voice.
They do have a connection.
There must be a panel somewhere.
Press everything. There we go.
Mr. Spock!
He's just sleeping.
Try it again.
Oh no, the storm is gonna fill up the tree with water.
We've got to get out of here.
Don't worry, you'll float to the top.
Spock!
That just came off, eh?
Block probe.
Right.
We've tried that.
Use all ship's energy. Hurry, Christine.
Ah, take that.
Release Captain Kirk and his men, or we will destroy your temple.
And your pillows. Oh, nice.
The past, reveal it. This is the race from whom we are descended. They did not know this planet drains humanoid energy, but the women's bodies developed a glandular secretion enabling them to survive and to manipulate certain areas of the male's brains, influence their emotional senses.
That's handy.
To survive, we must vitalize each 27 years of your time.
We neither age nor die. We are unable even to bear children. What about Captain Kirk and the others? Can the Opto-Ord locate them?
We shall see.
Can we reverse the thing?
Reveal them!
They're in a tree.
They're drowning. Where are they? The nearest water accumulation is many cosecs from here.
She made up a word.
It is the urn in the garden.
Yeah. It's an urn, is it? It's a cauldron where they do their spells. These witches.
Phasers on setting 1.
Oh, we're gonna blast it open. Jeez. They would have just floated to the top. They would have been fine. Now what do we do about the... Can we take these off? For starters? Botox?
No results, Captain. We've tried everything we know.
Perhaps the transporter is the key.
Key to what?
Our restoration.
Right, our patterns.
Can the transporter be programmed to repattern us as we were?
Possibly. But the odds against us are 99.7 to 1.
At least, yeah, no, that's okay. We can't reuse it, maybe. Do we have to beam down here, though, and then beam back up?
Reprogram the transporter as previously directed.
Suppose it fails.
Their patterns will break up, scatter in space.
Arrgh. You got this, Scotty.
Transporter reprogrammed, Mr. Spock.
Scotty, we're losing them.
Come on, Scotty. Get Kyle in here.
Did it work?
You're more handsome than ever.
Ooh. She's been affected now.
Tell Captain Kirk we have kept the agreement.
You'll be transported to the first suitable planet.
Okay,
How quickly will we become as other women?
that's decent.
Dr. McCoy says it should only take a few months.
A life of hope. Perhaps love. Oh, it is a much better future than immortality.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. Where to next? We'll find out next time. What did I tell you about Ahura? She keeps her shit together on the bridge all the time. You know? In the original series too. And finally, it took many years, but she finally got a crack at the captain's chair. And she saved the day. You know? Mostly? All by herself, mostly? Sort of? You know? Spock had the idea for really divert energy to the shields. You know? Because they were like, hey, we tried that. Yeah, but he was like, yeah, but really. Divert everything we got at it. You know? And then we can work on the bigger issue. Meanwhile, the rest of them were stuck in a cauldron. Hey, we beamed down a fourth guy that wasn't a member of the... We had Kirk, McCoy, and Spock. And a fourth guy, who I think his name was Carver or something like that. And I thought, hey, he's going to get killed first. You know, to show the power of the... Because we weren't sure what they were. You know, the women are going to eat him or something. Or they're going to mate with him and then he's going to shrivel and die. You know, it's going to be some sort of wink of the eye situation. But no, he was there. He didn't do anything. And then he got cured. The end. As far as I can think of. Carver has one line in the whole episode. It's, "You want all those routine readings, sir?" And Kirk's like, "Nope." The end. Well worth animating him. Well worth having a fourth guy. You know what it might be? It might be just for color, keeping things colorful. Because both Spock and the Doc are blue. Kirk is yellow, obviously. So add a bit of red. You know? Hey, do you know what color is never used? This is interesting. You know the way Kirk sometimes used to wear green in, I don't know, season 2? He had that green thing he wore. Did anyone else on the crew ever wear green? Have you ever seen green on any other member of the crew? Or is that just a Kirk color? I don't know. Like Spock wears green occasionally when he's given a costume on a planet. You know, he looks like an elf. Like in that episode, Plato's Stepchildren. But I just can't imagine any of the crew of the Enterprise wearing green for some reason. It just doesn't, it's like a color that doesn't exist. Or any of the other colors, you know? Oranges, purples. It's a whole world of color that just never gets used. Black, pitch black, white. I never noticed how much I miss color until right now. Anyway, this was a very female-led episode, female-centric episode. The planet of the siren song, and then Uhura and Nurse Chapel stepping up to the plate, and some faceless other women that beamed down with their phasers, which, hey, they all worked. They took control almost immediately. You know? It was cool. I like the way they ran away from the place. And the only place they had to hide in plain sight. Inside a giant urn. That they knew about. They knew it existed. Because she recognized it at the end. She was like, hey, it's the urn. Yeah. Maybe that's where they get all the water from. Every time it rains, it fills the urn, and then they can just, like, it's like a water cooler. You know, they all chat about last night's episode or something. Out by the old urn tree. Not too much voice acting going on in this one. I didn't recognize any voices that weren't Nurse Chapel or Uhura. And Scotty didn't get anything to do, except perhaps the funniest scene of the whole episode. The ship very slowly moving across the screen while he's singing. He was the most affected, but he didn't beam down. They weren't ready for him yet. They had to drain those 4, and then they were going to drain 4 every few days, and that would last them for another 22 years. Until they would lure somebody else in from that one particular corner of space 20 light years away. I love the setup of this episode. The Bermuda Triangle in space. We decided to sacrifice ourselves. It could have been anything. It could have been like a natural star black hole phenomenon. Maybe just say some sort of black hole that orbits this way every 22 years, and it, you know, just swallows us whole. I know the physics might be off on that, but I'm just imagining something that we have no real control over and that we shouldn't be right in the center of. You know, put a probe out. I know there's no episode in that. There's no episode where we just put the probe out. Oh look, the probe got swallowed. Looks like it was a black hole. Let's go home. Put a warning beacon here. But, hey look, maybe they could have done it safely. They put the probe out there. The probe gets the signal, and they hear the signal. They're like, ooh, signal, we must go towards it. And, the plan wouldn't have worked, but it would have been a sensible plan. Yeah. I don't want anybody telling me it's a cartoon show. Hey, it's animated. It's just for children. It's not. It's not. I'm going to apply the same logic to this show as I do to all the others. Now let's check out the title of the next one, shall we? I like that they sang to their computers. Reminds me of that Strange New Worlds episode we watched recently. And Spock even sang to it at one point, which was funny. Oh, next episode. More tribbles, more troubles. We got tribbles. Here's a fun thing. Next episode. I'm curious how they're going to animate the tribbles. If they're going to draw like hundreds of them, or they're going to draw a couple of them, and then just copy paste. They can't copy paste, but you know what I mean? Like just duplicate them somehow. I have no idea. Are they going to get on the ship? Are we going to find the planet of the tribbles? One giant tribble. Looking forward to it though. Maybe we can mess with the Klingons again next time. Well, only one way to find out. That's to come back and watch it with me. Thanks for joining me for the Lorelei signal. Yeah. Everybody knew in this episode, the instant Uhura said she couldn't hear it, the whole episode just fell into place. Basically, at that one moment. She took charge, though. She was pretty brave. She took control of the whole ship. Right, see you next time.